All right, so we got big news heading into the NFL draft for the New York Football Giants, a team that looks like to still be on the quarterback radar if it's not at the number 3 overall pick. And right now, there is a candidate coming out that I didn't really see throughout this whole process. His name is Jalen Milroe. Jalen Milroe is starting to be a topic for the New York Giants, man. And when you look at what they've been wanting to do or wanting to do at the quarterback position, Shedeur Sanders at 3, in my opinion, is looking like it's going to be Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter. I don't think Shedeur Sanders is the pick at 3, but I do believe they're doing their due diligence to see if they can snag him in the later end of the first round and try to possibly trade up. But it looks like there's a chance that might not happen when you have a team like the New Orleans Saints and a couple other teams. But when you're looking at what the Giants want to do altogether, shout out to Jordan Ranaan at his own podcast, man. He was pretty much revealing that apparently there's some inside guys that really like Jalen Milroe, that they believe that he has some upside, that he has traits you would want to see, and they believe that he's worth taking as a quarterback in this draft. When you look at Jalen Milroe compared to the rest of this quarterback class, now everyone has been saying this quarterback class is weak, and I will say some prospects have their opportunities, but they also have their wins. Jalen Milroe is probably the best and the athletic freak out of this whole quarterback group. Listen, he ran a 4.440, if I'm not mistaken, at his pro day. I did think it was a mistake to not run it at the NFL Combine. I said it in advance. I told everyone, hey, if he runs his 40 at the NFL Combine, you're going to see his stack drop, completely shoot up, just like Anthony Richardson did at his NFL Combine. He didn't run it. He ended up throwing. And for me, in my opinion, he kind of does lack a little bit of what you want out of these top quarterbacks. In my opinion, the accuracy in the intermediate game is too inconsistent, especially when you look at it, what he's done on tape. I think he could have, taken advantage of another year at Alabama, potentially would have been a top pick next year. But he entered this year in this weak quarterback class, and who knows, he can still be taken in the later end of the first round, early part of the second round. If you are a quarterback, there's a chance you get taken way above where you're supposed to be taken on people's big boards. Jalen Milroe could be that type of quarterback and could be that type of prospect, and your New York Football Giants could be the team taking him. When you look at Brian Daboll, right, what is the makeup of Brian Daboll and why is he the coach of the New York Giants? It's because of what he did with Josh Allen, helping him progress. He has some tools that people want to see. In my opinion, Jalen Milroe might possess some of those tools. He's not as big as a quarterback as Josh Allen, but he has speed. He has the deep ball. He has some things that you could like in a quarterback. Are you able to fine tune those issues that he does have? Which one? Inconsistency when it comes to accuracy. 2, him being able to actually progress through his progressions and make on-time throws, being able to anticipate throws. Jalen Milroe, in my opinion, needs to do that a lot more often. And granted, a lot of these quarterback prospects are not perfect. They have things they need to work on. Jalen Milroe probably is the quarterback 3, quarterback 4 in this class. You could put a guy like Jackson Dart ahead of him, especially with what he did at Ole Miss. But who knows? Jalen Milroe could be an intriguing prospect. I know a lot of people are saying, hey, get Jalen Milroe, make him turn this into the next Jalen Hurts, because Jalen Hurts did have a similar type of turn entering the draft. I will say Jalen Hurts was more of a consistent passer than Jalen Milroe has been. And we look at it, even what Jalen Milroe did in the playoffs. I mean, thinking about how he performed in that last game or even if it was before the playoffs in his bowl game, Jalen Milroe didn't really perform well. You saw him consistently under duress, and he couldn't make on-time throws. I'm hoping to see that can potentially change, especially if he's in a New York Football Giants uniform. And overall, Jalen Milroe, I will say, though, he is an intriguing prospect. Am I willing to take a flyer on him? I've been very vocal. In my opinion, if the Giants are going to go best player available, I would just go best player available down the draft, add some talent to this group, and get this team ultimately, one, a lot younger, which they're already on the younger side, but get them full of talent. There's a lot of good D-line talent. There's a lot of good, running backs that you can see falling late. In my opinion, the Giants need to hit on this draft class, and taking Jalen Milroe with the 34 overall pick, I hope we don't, if I'm being honest. But if they want to take their swing on a quarterback, if they like the quarterback and they think he can be something, then I'm not against it. Get your quarterback. Same thing with Shedeur Sanders. Listen, I'm very vocal. I want Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter at 3. But if you love Shedeur Sanders, take him at 3. Just it seems like the overwhelming, talk is that they don't love Shedeur Sanders, so it is what it is. Maybe Jalen Milroe can, develop into a better quarterback. Maybe Brian Daboll can tap into something with Jalen Milroe and help him out. Brian Daboll does have ties to Alabama previously. Maybe he knows a little bit more about Jalen Milroe than we all know, especially when you consider they're trying to make this last push, doing that workout with Jalen Milroe, trying to understand and see how he is as a prospect altogether before the NFL draft kicks off in a week. I want you guys to let me know, man, down below in the comments. What are your thoughts if we take Jalen Milroe? Are you going to be happy? Are you going to be upset? I know a lot of people really want Shedeur Sanders. I know a lot of people really don't want Shedeur Sanders. Haven't really heard too much discourse on Jalen Milroe. So I want you guys to let me know down below, man, what are your thoughts on that? Once again, I spoke on in my last video. As we head closer to the draft, you're going to hear a lot of names start to populate. I believe you won't start hearing concrete names until the day previous or 2 days previous to the NFL draft. That's where you start to see things kind of clear itself out and things really start weeding itself out, honestly. I'm excited to see what happens next Thursday. Just a reminder, I will be live next Thursday, 7:30 p.m. I need you guys to pull up and be there. And hey, if they trade back into the first and take a guy like Jalen Milroe, that would be a shocking development. But I'm letting you guys know right now, put it on your radar. Jalen Milroe could potentially be a New York Giant and the quarterback for the future. You guys let me know how you feel down below, man, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.